Getting all kinds of things. Oh, hey, everybody. It's me, Stefani Nici, and I want to say welcome to Writer Talk. Today, I am going to be chatting with dark fantasy author Kamathi Witt, who likes to be called Kay. So I will be referring to you as Kay throughout the interview. How are you doing today, Kay?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. All's well. I'm so happy to be talking with you because I am so interested to hear about the Human Hybrid Odyssey. Dark fantasy is something that I have to say I have not read yet. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about your book? Or actually, you have a series, right? Book
Yes,
series. That's
correct.
interesting. How did that all come into play?
It actually started with Aaron looking at, he's my partner. He was looking through Facebook and he came across an artist. Uh, his name is Jatta, who created these characters of half human, half animal creatures. And it became very interesting to us. So we just decided to ponder, we started pondering how could something like this happen? And then the story was born. You know, we collaborated and came up with the concept of what would become of us should we continue to mistreat ourselves and the planet the way that we do now.
Wow. Now, how do those conversations, like, where are they held? Are you guys like having coffee? Are you talking on the phone? Are you texting? Like, because I guess you guys are friends because you knew each other before this,
With
right?
family.
Oh, your family. Look at
Yes.
that. I did not even know that. That's even more interesting. So you guys are family. So you see each other, I guess, at events and you talk on the phone and stuff. So wow, that's super interesting. So tell me now, how did that all evolve? Like you got the idea and the conversation about what would happen, and then you guys just said, "Hey, let's write about this."
Yes, eggs. Pretty much that's how it happened. And in order to do that, we had wanted to use the images along with the story to be able to talk about, to actually to show, illustrate what we were writing about. It
Mm.
would be helpful, to do that. So we had to contact Kalsu Jada and get permission. And in doing that, we ended up creating a partnership amongst us three,
Oh,
and we
wow.
called it McDonald Witt Jatta Limited, which now is short for MWJ Books. It's where we
Wow.
host our books and all our clothing articles, posters, and everything related to the series.
I did see that. I did check out your website, and I do recommend everybody checks out the website. And you do have some interesting articles of clothing.
Thank you.
I think that's really, really cool. So yeah, I think everybody should check out the website. Now, when you collaborate with other people, what's that writing process like? Because I'm a solo writer, so I don't, discuss anything with anyone else. But I imagine sometimes it gets difficult, and I could be wrong because you guys are family. But like, how do you agree? Like, do you ever disagree and say, no, I don't want to write about that, or I don't think that fits? Like, how's that go?
That's such a fantastic question. This story is so expansive.
Hmm.
It just like it doesn't really matter where we go with it. It's everything that's possible, and even those things that are impossible that could take place. So how could you disagree? How could you actually run out of ideas?
Yeah.
You can't really. But what he does is he's working on a time frame that is into the future of where I am. I'm at the beginning of where the calamity first happened during the apocalyptic phase, the
Okay.
entry into the new planet as it was shifted on its axis and the people woke up as human hybrids. He's
Oh,
further
wow.
into the story where people already have village life and kingdoms, society, and things of that nature. But we still connect because in order for his story to make sense, I have to know where he is so I can lead up to where he is.
So
So
when we talk about that, are we talking about you guys are working on separate books, individual books?
That's correct.
Oh, so you're at the beginning where everything, like you were explaining, takes place.
Yes,
And then Aaron, I'm guessing,
correct.
carries on to the aftermath.
Correct.
Oh, so when you were writing the first book, did you, run anything? Like when you guys write, do you run anything by each other, or you just more or less say, "Here's book one, take it and run with it for book two"? Like, how
we
does that
actually
go?
we actually bounce ideas off of each other because we want to make sure that we actually are, on the same page, so to speak. you
Right,
know
right.
um the story has to make sense. It has to, follow some sort of guidelines. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can't be talking about somebody in space if he's talking about somebody on Earth. It just doesn't make sense. So some things have to relate in a way. But if something does go awry, we have to be able to make sense of it somehow, even in something so hypothetical and so, unreal. It still has to make sense to an extent,
exactly. Well,
you know.
so tell us a little bit about book one without giving away too much. Tell us a little bit about that.
Book one is a story about, it's the introduction into the village life or their civil society. It talks about uh, a group of people, which are pretty much villagers, that left the original kingdom that was created during the pre-existing time where I was, where I'm at, where it all began. Um, they talk about how they are living in sort of like a paradise kind of a land. It's self-sustaining. They go out, they do hunt, they bring back food. Same thing as village life would be, without all the buildings and things like that. Everybody's back down to nature. Um, they start to see different dangers occurring, dangers from the
Mm,
past, dangers that came about when the apocalypse first happened. You see what I'm
right.
saying? So
Yes.
it's very interesting. So that actually causes them to head back towards the old kingdom, and they
Oh,
find out there that things are different as well. So
wow.
they're met with different mysteries, dangers, adventures. There's
Right.
love involved. There's
Right.
everything you can think of. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like they have to face a lot of challenges, that's for sure. And it sounds really like it's scary because I don't think anything in real life is off the table from happening.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Right? Because your characters are genetically bioengineered, right? If I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm
Yes.
not giving too much away. But I
No,
mean,
no, no. You're not. You're not. You're
I
not.
don't see why that can't happen in real life. I mean, it probably actually does happen and we just don't know about it. But anyway, so tell us how many books you have, because I think you have a couple, two volumes or.
We actually have three in this series so
Ooh,
far. We're working on four and five, and we turned volume one into a graphic novel as well. So that one has all the pictures. It's beautiful. I love it. So we're gonna do the rest. We're gonna do the graphic novels for volumes two and three as well. While we're working on volumes four and five, we have a screenplay written, so we can start
wow.
shopping that around to see what can become of that. It's just it's a lot of fun. It
I
is,
can
and the
imagine.
story is just like never ending. We didn't even like we're up four and five, but we didn't even start yet, so to speak. So it's really exciting, and I love it. And it's just
That's great.
amazing.
I could tell by the way you talk about it. It's definitely a passion project for sure. And it's so great that you have your family member there, also a part of it, and how you happen to meet the third person in your creative collaboration. It's just amazing how things work out sometimes.
Yes, yes,
Now, this is not your only project because you have other things going on, right?
yes.
With other authors, if you want to talk about that a little bit.
We recently became the new owners, Aaron and I, of the Long Island Authors. Um, I'm proud to say that I really am. I was a member of the group, author member of the group, and the owner, Ron, decided that he wanted to move on because his practice was very involved. He could no longer do both. So he saw the work that Aaron and I were doing with MWJ Books, and he thought it might be a possibility. So he reached out to us, and we thought about it, and we jumped on it. I mean, there's no way I could say no. There's no way I could say no. By being a self-published author, learning just in that short time some of the hurdles that self-published authors go through, I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's work together. Let's collaborate. Let's network. Let's see what we can do to pull this together. And through the help of all of you authors, we're learning and we're growing. We're growing since we've taken it over. We hope to continue to grow and to continue to learn. And it's a blessing. It's what it is.
I think everyone has something to, when it comes to writing and creativity or any art, design. I think the learning is unlimited because that never stops. We're always learning, and how can there be an end to learning when it does come to creativity, right? That is something like your stories. They just go on, right? They just go on and on. But yeah, and I think as a writer myself, it's so great to be in touch with other writers, and the group it's fabulous. There's so many, I mean, everybody's wonderful, and everybody has their own personality and their own, their own ideas that they bring to the table and share. And I mean, just being a part of that alone is very fun and exciting, because that's what people need. People that think, that are, have the same interests, right? Isn't that good? Because it's hard to talk to people about writing and about books and about things like that aren't into that. Maybe they're into something else. Maybe they're into pickleball or tennis, or I mean, there's a million things they could be into. But for writers, they really need other writers to talk to, and readers too. It's a great opportunity. Right? It's a great chance to meet readers because you host events, right? You organize events for the authors.
Yes, we absolutely do at all different venues. Currently, we're in Suffolk County. We're trying to move out to Nassau County and the 5 boroughs. We're trying to host wherever we can get new eyes on our books to give our authors exposure.
And authors need that, right? Yes. We're always looking for exposure because it's so hard. It's so hard to get the word out.
Yes.
Even
our next event coming up actually happens to be at Fire Island Vines on Friday, April 24th, for anyone interested.
That's wonderful. And that's in Bayshore.
Yes.
Correct? Fire Island Vines.
And they can find out all about it on the longislandauthors.com website, the calendar. You can sign up and be notified every time a new event is posted.
Perfect. Now, if an author wanted to join the Long Island Authors, how would they go about doing that?
They would also go to longislandauthors.com. Up at the top, there's a tab that's called Authors. It's titled Authors. You click on that, and there's a button there that tells you exactly which tiers there are. You take a look at which one best suits you, and then you pick it and go from there. Process is automated, and that's it.
That's pretty exciting. Now, I like the way everything seemed to just click into place for you, even with your books and how you have your co-author and your creative team, right? You have a trio, a creative team.
Yes,
which is wonderful. And that
I have to include my son. I'm sorry, Kimanthi with the second. He is doing a lot of the graphic design for us.
Wow.
So he's a college student, and that's what he's learning, and that's what he's doing for us.
Yeah, you can't leave him out, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. So what a creative and talented family. And so, and that with that too, everything just seems to be clicking into place. And then the opportunity to take over the Long Island Authors, that just happened.
Yes.
Right. So it's been a fantastic time for you. And it's an exciting new year because of the taking over of Long Island Authors. And just getting back to your books for a second, when did you start writing these books? How long ago was that?
I believe the first book came out, volume 1 came out in 24. I believe.
Oh, so they're pretty recent. These
Very
books.
recent. Very
Oh,
recent. The whole
wow.
idea came into place at the end of 23.
Oh, okay. Because that's a lot of work that you guys got done in really such a short amount of time,
Thank you.
right? And now you have the group. Now you have the group to take care of and handle and create these events, right?
Yes.
Which authors need. So if there are any authors out there that are interested in more information with the Long Island authors, definitely reach out. And again, that email address is the
The email address is
or
authors
I'm sorry, was it the website you wanted to give out or the email? I'm not sure. Which one is better for you?
for the website. It would be longislandauthors.com.
Okay.
For the email, it would be authors at longislandauthors.com or liauthors.com. I believe
Okay.
that's
Perfect.
thank
Because
you.
authors are always looking for a way to share their work and find other writers to talk to because it's really, really difficult. So thank you for that. Much appreciation for getting that group together because
Thank you.
I'm a part of the group too. And as a writer, I know we're always looking for ways and exposure and events. And the events are fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great opportunity to get to talk to other readers.
Mm-hmm.
And the readers love it too. The readers love getting to chat with the writers. And then if they've already read a book of the writers, they look forward to coming back to an event and grabbing another book or talking about the book
Mm-hmm.
with the writer. And sometimes it's aspiring writers too that come to these events and they like to talk to the other authors about writing and how to get started. Right? Because
I'm sorry. I enjoy all the photos and the videos taken at the events.
oh my God, yes. Oh my God. Yeah, those are so fun. And some are candid, some are the authors signing their book,
Mm-hmm.
chatting with writers. Yeah, that's always something to look forward to. And that also can be seen on social media, right? Instagram,
Yes.
Long Island authors, and some of us authors individually, we have our pages that we also share because
Mm-hmm.
they're different. So you guys do get to see different pictures and different videos. It's not all the same, which is really, really good. So I get to see what a fun event it is. One thing the authors always do say is it was fun. That is definitely, and the readers love it too. They always say it was fun also. All right, Kay. Well, it was so nice chatting with you.
Thank you. You as well. And they can also learn that we have a Long Island Authors YouTube channel.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good because this is going to air on YouTube as well. So they can hop right over from here to the Long Island Authors YouTube channel. And how would they find that? That's
I would imagine they would just go to YouTube and search for Long Island
and
Authors.
search for Long Island authors. Perfect. All right, great. Well, it was so fun chatting with you. I know you have a lot to do because you are planning events for the group. There's something new happening, I think, every 5 or 10 minutes.
Yes.
Guys, right? You are busy, busy, busy. You are hard at work getting these events done and getting exposure for the authors. That is for sure. So, is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap it up?
I just wanted to thank you and all the other authors and all the other patrons that come to visit us and to see our work. I thank you all. It's this wonderful thing for me. You know, my life has brightened since I've taken this over, and I enjoy it.
That's wonderful. And I could tell it comes across when you speak and your facial expressions. And that's great. I think everybody's happy about it. Well, thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to chat with me.
Thank you for having me.
And I look forward to seeing you at the next event in Bayshore,
Me as well.
which is right around the corner. All right. Thank you. Everybody check out the Human Hybrid Odyssey, available at the website again is
mwjbooks.com.
mwjbooks.com, and I will be adding it also in the description of this video. And thank you for watching, and thank you for joining me today, Kay. It was a great conversation. I found out things I didn't even know. So that's great. So thank you, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.